Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yep. Hey, Bev. How you doing? Can you hear me okay? Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, no one else has been streaming, so I figured I'd hello, Emily. I figured I'd do an impromptu live stream and just color, since I'm coloring anyway. I'm doing a whole bunch of contests for Halloween, and I figured since lines were open, I might as well do it, right? Hey there, Jody. How you doing? Oh, for heaven's sake. You know, I think it's really funny. My Gmail tells me when I come online and do a live stream, like I don't know. Hey, Victoria, how are you doing? What's up? Just gonna do a little bit of coloring. This is called Season of the Witch. It's by Enys, Guerrero. And you can get the PDF in her Etsy store. Hey, Mark Harris, I know you. Anyway, you can get the PDF in her Etsy store, and there's a link in the description of this video if I did it right. Oh, that's you. Well, I can call you Pickle. That's okay. I like your name. I think it's cool. Pickle, I mean. Jody's cool too, but yeah. So I'm just going to do this kind of two-tone pumpkin out here in the middle of the yard. And I'm using my Black Widow pencils because it's the season. So I'm just going to do a couple of light layers here and do some splotchy green stuff. And then I'm going to shade it a little bit. And if you hear some smacking and slurping, it's the dog kind of eating his dinner. Well, sort of. Let's see here. Where did this one go? Oh, we're funny. Funny today. It goes right here. So, what's everybody coloring? Super tired? 1 a.m. Holy crap, Pickle. Jeez. Wow. But I get it, because I was up at, I think it was 1:30 last night, and I couldn't get back to sleep. I was just laying there going, 1 sheep, 2 sheep. Oh my gosh. Oh, Victoria, I love bread and butter pickles. Oh my gosh, I like bread and butter pickle sandwiches. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's really good. There's this, I don't know if you guys have Safeway. I get this really wonderful bread from there called English muffin bread. And it's basically just English muffin dough, you know, with the cornmeal on the outside of the loaf and everything. It's really, really good. But pickles are really good on that bread. And I got introduced to pickle sandwiches when I was living up at Cholo. And they were good. That's what I would eat when I went fishing. And just bring a container of pickles and a loaf of bread, and yep, back when I could eat whatever I wanted to eat. These Black Widow pencils are very different than Prismacolor pencils. They're harder. Prismacolors are very soft compared. Actually, this is a Black Widow. And this one is Foxy Brown. I love the names they have. They're so cool. Oh, yeah, Victoria. Oh, my gosh. Yum, yum. Pickle sandwiches. And I'm going to find a brown in there and do some shading on the bottom of the pumpkin because it just doesn't have enough dimension right now. But yeah, you know. And I already colored in this little blue bottle down here. I have a, see there? I have a small collection of blue glass, and I love it. I think it's like magical glass, sort of. It's really pretty. Uh-oh. Pickle juice. You know, pickle juice is really good for cleaning out your system. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Actually, it was an acupuncture appointment. And I can't tell if it's doing me a whole lot of good or not, but I can tell you this. When they put the needles into spots that I'm having trouble with inside my body, oh my gosh, that hurts. It's really interesting too, because I mean, they can tell where you're having the problem by whether or not that hurts when they put the needle in. And they only stick the needle in like, you know, just this minute little tiny amount. But oh my gosh. Woohoo. Yeah, like at first it was my liver, and I knew that already, but from the chemotherapy and all that from before, it really messed up my liver. So when I started doing acupuncture, they put a needle in a spot. I can't remember. I think it was on my foot, and I just about went through the roof, and and the lady looks at me, the doctor. She looks at me and she says, "Oh, that's for your liver." And I went, "Oh, well, that makes sense, you know." So now I've got, let's see, Sunset from the Cobra set. It's a nice bright orange, and I'm just going through the middle, the horizontal middle of the pumpkin, kind of leaving lighter spots to give it, because it's lighter and it's brighter, it's going to make that portion of the pumpkin look like it's popping out a little bit. And then the dark brown that I put down around the bottom is it's going to pull that in, so it's going to make the pumpkin have a little bit more dimension, a roundness. There we go. I'm also working on this. This is a Mariola Budek, and I freaking love this picture. I love the little curly things here. It's just so cool. But yeah, work in progress. Work in progress. Okay, now what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to make her skirt red. But I was really happy to see that they've got this crystal right in here. It's a huge crystal. Oh, you have that picture too, Victoria? Yeah, it's awesome. Emily, I haven't done freeze yet. I keep thinking about it and I keep going, dang it. Now, I know the first thing that I thought about, I don't really want to do. But hey, Sue, how are you doing? The first thing that I thought about when I thought of the prompt freeze was, you know, a police officer saying to someone, freeze, while they've got their gun on them. And I don't want to put that in my sketchbook because of the negative connotations. So I kind of just want to think about it. So I may not actually get to that picture until later on this evening. So yeah, but I don't know if you guys saw my Inktober from yesterday. And you guys are going to get like, this is my Inktober from yesterday. And if you look real close, Let's see if it'll focus. It's a Prismacolor pencil on the end of a fishing pole. Okay, but there's a little detail in there that's really hard to see unless you've got it on a computer screen. It's 1082. I don't know if you guys know which color 1082 is. It's chocolate. That is a little detail that you guys are getting an in about, and people on Instagram don't know yet, because people are like, I gotta know what it is, because I mentioned that there was like this tiny detail that but you have to look really close to see it, to get it. And everybody's like, oh, you got to tell me. You got to let me know. What is it? What is it? And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you when I post the next picture. And since I'm having trouble thinking of my next picture and what I want it to be, I haven't posted it yet. And people are probably like, hey, wait a minute. Where's that? Where's my answer? So I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So on this, you can see that the sky is really gray. What I did was I used Distress ink, and I put in, it's actually archival Distress ink, so it's not, it won't move if you get it wet again. And I did that on purpose because I didn't know exactly how I was going to follow it up. Let's see, somebody has a question. Have you read Ortizas? Have you tried Ortizas? Yes, Emily, I have tried them. I think the Ortizas, I think it said Arteza, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the way I'm going to say it. I think they're a little softer. The watercolor pencils are pretty good. The pigment doesn't move around as well as, say, with a Supracolor Caran d'Ache. So they're not like, I mean, hey, Candy. All pencils are not created equal is what I want to say. Yeah. Yeah. They are a little softer. The Black Widows are a little harder, but it's working well on this paper. This paper is that, oh, Emily, you totally should. They're really inexpensive. In fact, the other day I looked at Amazon. I was just wandering around on there, and I saw that the price had gone down $2 to 14 something on Amazon US. So, and maybe there's still that. Yep, pickle rate. Do it. Come on, Emily. You enable everyone else. Now it's your turn. Oh my goodness. Shoot, I think I missed a question. If I missed a question, please restate your question, but put it all in caps so I can see it better, because I wear bifocals and it's really, really hard for me to see. I have to keep my computer over here out of my way. So it's hard for me to see the screen, the chat as it's going. So if I missed a question, I didn't answer your question, just back up in there in caps for me, okay? Thank you. Let's see. Go for it, Emily. Yeah, you can do it. Castle Art pencils. How are those, Victoria? I heard they're pretty good. $40 for 120 pencils is not bad. Wow. Oh, there's a soft series? Wow. Did not know that. Everybody says that they love their Castle Arts. I'm just, wow, that's awesome that they can do a budget-friendly set of pencils that is that good. Okay, so anyway, I did this guy in gray Distress ink so I could darken it up a little bit because I wanted it to look kind of stormy, because I don't know about you, but I kind of equate the wintry season with a little bit of clouds and storms and stuff like that. So I put a base of gray in there, and what I want to do is I kind of want to darken it up in spots with like, you know how when the sky gets really stormy and there's like purples and browns in there? I kind of wanted to do that. So I think I'm just going to go for some muted, well, blues, purples, and browns, and see what I pull out of there, because I'm just curious that way. Let's see. We want muted. Oh, that's a good color. Charcoal green. That's actually a really, really good color. Actually, I think that'll work. Let me sharpen this little dude. Gosh, I hope so, Pickle. I hope I'm not going to ruin it. There we go. That's kind of loud. Sorry about that, guys. Whoa! I got all my Prismacolors over here for my other picture. They're just kind of rolling around. So, yeah. Just rolling around. Let's see. I think I'm going to go in like on the side of the pencil like this because I don't want to put a lot of pressure. And I also want it to look like transparent and fluffy. Yeah, that'll work. That's going to work. In fact, if I wanted to, I could make it look like it was raining in a little couple spaces, but I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, hey, that's on the paper. That's in the picture. So, soft series, wow. Hey, Pat. Hey, Karen. Hi, guys. Hey, Pat, how you feeling? I hope you're feeling better, at least a little bit. Just get some stormy clouds going here. Kind of, this color is really good. It's kind of got kind of a greenish cast to it, which is, it really does look cool on top of the gray because of the green, but it's really subtle, which is what I wanted. So I'm just gonna put little parts. Hey, Rochelle, good to see ya. Just lurking, huh? That's okay. Go right ahead. I just figured I'd hop on here and color since I was coloring anyway, and just bring us all together so we could, I don't know, spend some time together, I guess. I'm getting there, I hope. Yeah. Let's see here. I think that one got a little too dark, but that's okay. I can fix it. Just find a gray in all these colors and kind of get out that darkness a little bit. And I thought I'd color these like birch trees, maybe put a couple of those birch eyes on the sides or something. I just love birch trees. Aspens, they're so pretty, especially when they start turning for the fall. Oh my gosh. When I lived up in Show Low, there were aspens up there if you went up another 1,000 feet or so, because we had mostly junipers around us. But oh wow, talk about breathtakingly beautiful colors. Whew. Yeah, that's good. It's greenish. Very stormy. Hmm. And those hairs there are solid already, so I don't have to worry about going over something I'm going to color. That's good. Let's go on this side and do some over here. Maybe follow the artist's cloud over here and just kind of emphasize that a little bit. I don't know how many of you follow Zucchini Kitty on YouTube, she just uploaded a video of coloring the elephant in the ink house, and she's using distress inks. And oh my gosh, if you guys don't know how to use distress inks or don't know what they can do, you totally should watch her because she's so good at it. I'm still learning. I'm just like, I mean, it's not that difficult, but it is and it isn't. It's not that difficult because it's just a little Velcro pad thing and an ink pad, and you just put the ink down on your paper. But the trick is doing it so it doesn't look like you're using a circular ink pad to put your ink on your paper. And she's got it down to a science. Let's see, oh, that's a tree. Oh, that's a tree. There we go. Got to find out where my sky is here. Yay! You can totally see that. Looks darker there. Kind of cool. Oh. Smudgy, greenish, charcoal gray clouds. Yep, I like it. Oh, hey, guys, thought I'd let you know this. Some of you weren't here on Tuesday. And I was telling everybody what we're going to do for the live stream on Sunday, this coming Sunday. What we're going to do is, well, I'll only tell you a little bit. Some of you already have heard this, so I don't know. Just talk amongst yourselves or whatever. But this Sunday, what I was telling everybody is you will need, for what we're going to do, black paper and a set of colored pencils, and that's all you're going to need. But that's all I'm going to tell you. You can probably figure out something about it, you know, but yeah. And I'm hoping that we'll get a pretty good crowd showing up because I am so excited. This is something that I really love to do. And I wanted to show all you guys this pretty cool little thing because it's fun and it's really challenging. I like how these birds are flying around. I think I might actually go over this guy and make him darker because he looks kind of transparent. You see that? That bird? See right there, that bird looks kind of transparent. And I get why it's done like that, but I think I might go over that and give him a little bit more, make him look more solid. Charcoal green goes back there. There's a couple of questions in chat we should look at. Any color? Any? Yes, Victoria. It's a ghost bird. That's a cool idea. Is that a pencil? Pat, were you talking about the pencil I was just using? Oh, thank you, Pickle, for the thumbs up reminder. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, it was the Black Widow, one of the Black Widow set pencils in the Scorpion set. Charcoal green. There you go. But yeah, any set of colored pencils that you're comfortable with using. Oh, you're welcome, Pat. And black paper, any kind of black paper that you want. I recommend like black cardstock. Just we don't want to get, you know, you don't have to get too fancy or anything. It can be, but it can be like black cardstock or black charcoal paper or black, I don't know, whatever black paper you want. watercolor paper if you want it that way. If you want to get textured watercolor paper and try that, not a problem either. But, you know, keep in mind it's going to be textured, so it's going to be bumpy. Okay, now let's do something else. I think I'm going to do a little bit more color in the sky. That is, let's see, deep purple. I think that's going to be too bright. Yeah, that's too purple. Too much purple. I kind of need like a charcoal purple now. Oh, they have the best colors in this set. It's so cool. Space is black, I believe. Let me see. Oh, no, that's really dark purple. Woohoo! Found one. Bread and butter. Oh. Black grape prismas. Yeah, but I don't want to. I wanted to kind of stick with my prismas are right here, but I kind of wanted to stick with the black widows because I haven't used them yet, and I wanted to explore them. So that's why I'm kind of sticking with these. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to hold my pencil that weird way again and make kind of blend in some purples inside of here. A little bit, not too much, and very subtle with a light pressure because I don't want it to look real drastic, but I want it to look very stormy and kind of blend in with some of the green. Oh, such a great color. Oh my gosh. So cool. And Mia sneaked in. Did I see Mia? Oh no. See, I can't. My bifocals are making things look weird. I love how the sky turns a yellowish green right before a storm. Oh, Victoria, me too. Me too. Here in Arizona, you know, in the news, they said that somebody, well, they got a picture of it. It looked like a funnel cloud was touching the ground somewhere in Phoenix, in Arizona. And I'm just like, well, there's a first. It's not really a first, but I think it's the first most well-defined one that they've photographed. So it was really, we were having some wild weather that day. Oh my gosh. Woohoo. And a little bit of purple. Let's put some down here by the horizon too. I like the windmill. It's a nice touch. I probably put that in a bad place, but that's okay. We can fix it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Looking at it on the picture on the camera, it looks kind of good. You guys are so sweet. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. I think I'm going to make that pumpkin just all green. Oh, I need a dark green. What is this one? That's not dark enough. So I think what I'm going to do is get, oh, that one probably is. Forest. That's a cool color. So that one is from the Cobra set. I like how they're all, so you can tell which one they come from. And it's a CB for Cobra. Pretty cool. That way you can't get them mixed up. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Oh, thank you, Pat. I'll make it a little darker down here at the bottom. There we go. Put a little bit of light up at the top. Let's use that olive green. There we go. You can tell sort of, but it's such a small pumpkin, you know? I think I'm gonna take a brighter orange and just put maybe a couple of, oh yeah, I want to sharpen that. Mark's trying to be really, really quiet because he's feeding the animals. I keep telling him not to worry about it, but okay, that's cool. That one's good. Let's see. It's carrot. Oh, it's actually in one of the skin sets. And it even says skin on it. That is so cool. Let's see here. I think I'm going to do this skull now. And for the skull, I may have to go to my Prismacolors. I don't, oh, you know what? I think I'm just going to use this one here. And this is a Prismacolor very thin. And it's a metallic gold. But generally, when you have a metallic, it doesn't come through as metallic very well on the paper. So this is going to be my base layer for the skull, the actual, not for the antlers, but for the skull. And it's just going to go really light. And then after that, I'm going to go in with it. I'm going to use another color and embellish and shade and all of that good stuff. But I'm just going to cover the whole skull with the metallic gold, or it could be bronze if you want it to be darker. I like it to be kind of an off-white antique-ish color. But I noticed that I have a elk skull on my on a space outside on a flat surface, and it's been out there for, oh gosh, like 3 years or 4 years, weathering in the sun and the rain and all that. And it's oh, and by the way, I have the skull because I collect bones. So told you I was a creepy girl. So anyway, that's gonna work really well, I think. Too dark? Nope, that'll work. So anyway, I noticed that after a while, the skulls started turning grayish because of the weather. So for you to color a bone item in your pictures, you know, an antique white sort of color is cool, and that's great, but bones are not always all the same color. So, I mean, you've got a little bit of leeway and freedom there. I think that's really cool that, you know, we can choose and make it look even more different. And not all of the skulls have to look the same. For example, if you have 3 skulls in a picture, you could color them slightly different colors according to how old they are, if you wanted to. And that could be the story in your head, unless you're going to write a story. Some people do that. Pat, I feel the same way. My boys will always be my babies too. Even though they're both older than 30. So what I'm doing is I'm putting this color. It's from the skin set, the dark set, and it's leather. There's that leather again. Wow.
Yay, leather.
Yay, leather. Anyway, so I'm going to go over this lightly with this leather on all the parts that are more light, not like the inside shadows or anything. And since I'm going over the whole thing like this, I'm going to have to go back over with the darker color and a pen on different spots and fill in like the deep shadows, because I went over them with this lighter color and now they're not as dark as I want them to be, but that's okay too. I mean, it makes it go faster. So there we go. Okay, so putting the leather back, and I think I'm gonna get, let's see, oh, it's not gonna be dark enough. That's too brown, it's too much red. They got such cool names. That's too much red too. Like dark chocolate. Ooh, one of my most favorite things in the world. Jo Beth, do you rather color in a realistic style? Pat, you know, I do. I don't really like to do cutesy pictures and stuff like that. And I like to have a picture that I can make look a little bit more realistic. And that's just because after 35 years of, or 35, 40 years of being an artist, that's what appeals to me the most. So I go with it. You kind of go with the flow, you know? Oh, sorry, Pickle. I can't let that one through. You'll have to restate that because, yeah. Okay, Rochelle. You take care too. Sleep well and have a great weekend. I was going to shade. I was going to use some shade. Some darker, let's see. Let's see if that's yellow. Let's use something a little different. What's this? Oh, that's called Black Widow. Zephyr Blue. It's just cool names. Huh. Dessert. Let's see, what is this? Dark chocolate? No, you know, I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to go back here to these skin colors. And I'm going to pick up this one. This one is called Negra. I think that'll work. Yeah, it's not dark enough. And yeah, I'm swatching them. I swatched them already, but I'm swatching them again because, I mean, next to each other, because I like to see what they look like next to each other. So okay, let's just, so I think I'm just going to do the tarantula. Yep, that's a nice brown. Not too much red. Still has some red, but it's brown. So I'm going to kind of fill in some of these grayscale shadows so they look a little bit deeper. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Because it is sitting down here on the ground, and it's not going to have a whole lot of interference, a whole lot of light coming in from, especially since I've got the sky like this drastic dark fluffy thing back here getting ready to storm. Okay, now let's see. I think I want the antlers to be a little lighter. Okay. Hey, Emily, are you still there? Hey, Freedom Valor. Good to see you. You guys are awesome. I didn't think a whole lot of people would show because it's Friday night. And, well, a lot of people have dates. I don't have dates. Well, sometimes we do, but not very often. Let's see here. I gotta move my window over. I can't see everything. If my people don't turn out tangoed or milk bottle, then I'm happy if the look. What is tangoed and or milk bottle? I must be out of the loop or something, huh? Oh, Pat, you were talking about making that work? You mean like making the things look realistic? Just practice. Just keep practicing. Yeah, because I know when I was first oil painting, I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't have any classes really. My mom was the only one that taught me before I really jumped into it, and that was years before I really jumped into the oil painting. Getting a drink of water. And so when I started really in earnest oil painting, I made a lot of mistakes, and my pictures were turning out very anime-ish, and that's not what I intended. They didn't look bad, but that's not what I had intended. So I was kind of like, well, what the heck is going on? How do I fix that? So I started, I actually wasn't into YouTube or anything back then. And I don't even know if YouTube was a thing back then. It was kind of a few years ago, but I was going to an art studio class in college. And so I really, really started picking people's brains when I saw that they were doing what I wanted to do, that their pictures were turning out the way that I wanted mine to turn out. Not that I wanted to copy their work, but their technique. And so I would ask and I'd watch them, and I'd just, it's just a matter of watching. Now you have YouTube. You can, I mean, if you search for a video that shows you how to do realistic portraits in whatever media you're using, then you can watch and watch and watch. And the more you watch, it's like the more you put in, the more is going to come out. So if you start putting in a bunch of information about how to do it the way that you want to do it, that's going to start coming out. You'll start remembering, and it'll start coming. I think you'll start remembering it, and it'll start coming out naturally. So yeah, but and Laura, oh my gosh, she is a great teacher as far as stuff like that goes too. Shadows are very subtle a lot of the time on skin, and when you're trying to do, especially if you're trying to do color, because I used to do just all graphite, which is, black and white basically. But when you're starting to do color, the differences in shade and color are very subtle in most cases, unless you've got really harsh lighting on your picture, on your main character in your picture, the one that you're the one that you're drawing. And in that case, your shadows are going to be very deep, and your highlights are going to be very bright, and the contrast is going to be turned up many notches. But in general, when you're doing portraiture, you've got really subtle really subtle highlights and stuff. In fact, I hope I'm not going to kill you with the glare, but I have this book. This is a really, really good book. It's by Aliona Nicholson. And it's all about how to do portraits in colored pencil. If you look, and this is just, I didn't have this marked, but if you look, she's got, this is beautiful. The skin in this is beautiful. And she has, it's very subtle. She's got, I don't know how many different, I can see off the top of my head, like 7 or 8 different colors in here. But the shading and the highlighting and the color changes in the skin are very subtle. So like what Laura says when she says, you know, you start light layers, thin layers, don't get heavy-handed. Maybe the thing that you need to do is practice doing light layers, like in boxes, and combine skin tones, kind of like what, let me get this thing here, kind of like what Laura did for this, and I printed this up from her Facebook group. So maybe see how she's got all these, and my notes are here, those are the colors, but she's got all of these gradients of flesh tones, and it's a very subtle gradient in a lot of cases. So my advice would be to use her advice and go very light layers. Make yourself a bunch of boxes and do this, and just practice with this type of thing before you start trying to go, you know, for the whole enchilada and do a bunch of faces without practicing. And I know practicing, it comes in many forms. And if you've got PDFs, that's great. But if you're doing it in a book, that might not be so great. Oh, yeah, it did look like a photograph, didn't it? Yeah, colored pencil. That was that book. Yeah. I love this book. I found it on Amazon many months ago, and it's just, I mean, look at that one. That's colored pencil also. Oh, the glare is horrible. There we go. But yeah, she gives you step by step on how to do it. She's got all kinds of little tutorials. There's lips, there's eyes, here we got ears. She takes you through like the underpainting, quote, painting. It's not really painting, of course, because, you know, it's colored pencil, but it technically, she says, this is painting. And you do the same type of a thing if you're oil painting too. So I can see why she says that. But yeah, you know, I mean, she's got all these great how-tos in this book. And there's something that everybody, I think, has a hard time with at first, at least. Hands. Here it says Faber-Castell Polychromos, Prismacolor, Titanium White, and then Fixative. And this one, she says, this one she's got the color layers were created using Faber-Castell Polychromos, Rose Carmine, Deep Scarlet, Fuchsia, Magenta, Dark Cadmium, Yellow, and Burnt Ochre, and Prismacolor Premier Mineral Orange, Burnt Ochre, Permanent Red, and Crimson Red. So how many freaking colors is that? That's like, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, and then the contrast was increased with the use of Premier Indigo Blue, 12, 13, 14. Indigo Blue, Dark Umber, and touches of black. So you've got 14 different colors in that one hand. I mean, really, truly, it takes a lot of practice. But yeah, you know, practice. It's one of the hashtags I put on a lot of my stuff on Instagram is practice makes perfect, because I don't want people to think that I woke up one morning and I could do all this stuff. It's not true. You know, it's It took a lot of years. So now I'm using the Cobra Gold. And it is perfect, and it's not metallic. It's perfect for the antlers. It's a different color than the skull. And I'm going to have to go over it with a black. But I think what I'm going to do is find a darker, slightly darker brown or tan, darker tan, and put in a little bit of shading in there because that just is too flat. So what's this? I'm going to do that foxy brown again. There we go. Nice pointy point. It's just subtle, very subtle. Because there isn't a whole lot of light shining on this, but there's still going to be shadows. And I think what I may do is at the very end, yeah, these are really hard. Not used to that. At the very last, when I'm doing this picture, I think what I might do is go in with a shade color like a dark purple because it's in the sky. Or maybe even a dark blue. I don't know yet. It depends on which one looks better. And put in some deep, deep shadows. There we go. Let's make that a little darker in there. Yep. That's not bad. Yeah, I know, huh, Pickle? 3 colors. I think 3 colors is like, oh my God. But I also see the advantage in using a lot of different colors. So, yeah. Practice makes progress. I like that. Yeah, and Pat, you know what? I practice a lot too because I understand I think for myself, there's always room for improvement. So, yeah, so I practice a lot. Okay, so we've got the skull, except for the touch-ups with ink and stuff. And I think I like this. She's got looks like a deck of tarot cards, a little bottle of oil. This looks like a big book, and it's got an alchemical symbol for an element right there. I believe that's air. And then this is an Ouroboros, a snake grabbing its own tail. And it looks like a symbol for Jupiter and male, the male symbol. Lots of little tiny details. Oh, there's a little candle back there. I'm glad I went over this with my finger pointing because I didn't see that at first. Wow. Holy moly. Yep, lots of detail. Glad I did this. Out of frame? Oops, sorry. Yeah, here you go. This is in frame. It's there we go. That's nice and sharp. See that little candle right in there? I didn't even see that. There's a little candle here. There's a little book here with a little alchemical symbol for air. Tarot deck. A little bottle of oil, looks like. Yeah. Pretty cool. And now you can get a close-up on the skull and see what that looks like. He looks kind of sinister there. A little mortar and pestle. Yep. It's neat. I don't know what I'm going to see. I think I'm going to start with this book down in the corner. I don't want to blind you with that glare on the... Let's do the book. A old leather color. Didn't I just have leather? Oh my goodness. That's bug. Brown bug. which I think is charming. And that's dark chocolate. I don't want that one. Leather is back here, I think. There it is. Yeah, I don't think that's dark enough. Oh. Yeah, I never want to stop learning. It's just, sorry about that pickle. But yeah, because there's always something, there's always some way to improve. And you know, we don't always want to do the same thing either. I mean, let's see. Olive brown, light mocha. I like that color. That's kind of a leathery color. Yeah, that's the same. Although that might be too dark to start with. So I think I am going to start with this leather color and just take a moment and make a base color on it. So if I decide not to color the whole thing the same color, then I wonder if I could make it splotchy like so it looks antique. That would be kind of nice. Yep. So I don't know if you all remember if how many of you were here when I was announcing which picture I was going to do for the Spooktober Colorathon. I think I've changed my mind about doing the pictures out of the Beauty of Horror book, and the reason why is because a lot of people are doing a picture out of Beauty of Horror books, and I don't want to do the same thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab something off of actually I already have it. Got something out of an Etsy store, and I can't remember which artist does it, but I can post it to my Instagram, the information. I won't post the picture because, of course, that's not a good idea, you know, if it's not colored. But anyway. Oh, no, pickle. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Those books kind of creep me out. Oh, the books in the picture. Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys holler, you know, put it all in caps and hopefully I'll see it. My head is down when I'm coloring, but you know. Oh, I just thought of something. What if I went like this instead? Make it a two-tone type of thing. Little light layer around those cards. I think I'll make the cards some kind of eye-catchy color. Like red or purple. Ooh, her skirt's going to be red, so. Okay, now that I've got base color, now I've got to go up here. That grayscale made it look really dark. That's okay. That's okay. We'll work with that. Now I'm going to go in little circles because I want it to kind of look rough. Looking at chat. Oh, the Beauty of Horror books. Oh, oh, yeah. I can understand that. That's I like horror and scary, spooky stuff. This is my favorite season. Just always, even though October is a long month at 31 days, I always think it doesn't last long enough. Yeah. Going around in some little circles. And I think that looks too smooth. I mean, it does look really smooth. These pencils are awesome. Can't believe for the price. Wow. Oh, it'll be circles. So we've got like 2 layers of the darker brown, 1 layer of the lighter brown. I'm going to put this one back and get something a little more neutral if I can find it. Detacolot? Nope. Hey, what's that? Chestnut? Nah. Rattlesnake. Yeah, I think I'll do this tarantula color again. And I'm just going to make like little splotches and deepen the shadows around the card edges also. Just kind of subtly because cards aren't very thick. Although this one looks like it's up a little on the edge. So we kind of want to make that shadow a little darker so it looks like it's away from the, looks more three-dimensional. I'll put it that way. And make little splotchy things around. I want them to be kind of subtle. And I think I'm going to make like a little shadow there. Yeah. Just something real subtle right there. That one I want ragged. And I'm just making this up as I go because I don't know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. It's just that I don't know what I want it to look like yet. Okay. And let's see. I think I'm going to use, let's make this a little darker. What's chat doing? Yeah, but Pickle, you do that spooky, sweet, and cute very well. I don't think mine would even come close to comparing. And I loved the elephant. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. Tarantula 28, 31. That'll work right there. I like putting back in the right spot. So I'm going to bring this leather back over here, and I'm going to go on the side of the pages so they look kind of aged. And I'm going to get a darker brown. Let's see, where did this one come from? Oops. Oh, no, it was in the back. It's right there. There we go. That will do. Oh my goodness. Yep, I'm going to bring in this bug brown and like stain up the sides of the pages a little bit. Oh, that looks like blood. All right, we'll deal with that. Kind of looks neat. And there's little tiny crystals in there, so I don't want to go over the top of those. Yeah, that's not bad. Anything else I want to use on this for this color? Let's see. That might be colors that we do for the skirt, for the red. So brown bug is very red, reddish brown. Let me get some water here. Oh no, Pat. Oh man. Oh, yep, something is wrong if she keeps running. If you keep running a fever, lady. Sparkly pink elephant. Yeah. Oh, one look and we knew it was yours. And that is a good thing. So let's see. I think I'm going to make the little tiny bottle some bright purple color. Not that one. That one? Let's see, this is deep purple. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll highlight it later on when I go do my deep shadows. So, yeah. Celine! Oh, shoot. Hold on. My cat got her foot stuck in the dishwasher. I know, baby. Come on. Oh, stop doing that. Oh. Did you hear her cry? Poor little girl. Celine, no. There's a space between the dishwasher and the cupboard, and I think there's a little critter in there, like a gecko. We have geckos. And I don't mind if they're inside the house. I mind if my cat gets hurt because of them, which would really be a weird turn of events, but hey. So I'm going to just go over this whole bottle because the grayscale is giving me a nice dark shadow on this side, but I'm going to use the a white gel pen or a Posca or something, probably a white gel pen because they're finer point, and give it a highlight later on. So yeah, that was weird. She got her foot stuck in there. Yeah, I think she's trying to catch that gecko because she's been after something all day long. She did a attack run to the laundry room earlier. It scared the crap out of me. Because I'm sitting here coloring, and all of a sudden, bam, she goes from one end of the kitchen to the other end of the kitchen, and we keep a baby gate up between the laundry room and the kitchen so the dog doesn't get into the litter box in the laundry room. And she went over the baby gate, and it went rattle, rattle really loud. And it was just, I was just like, wow, there's got to be something in there. So, yeah. Now there's a little tiny, I don't know if you guys can see it. No. Where? Okay. Here's the little purple bottle. Right beside that, in that white spot, that looks like a little stone or something. And it's not a crystal. So I think I'm going to color it. I don't know. What color should I color the stone? Stones come in so many beautiful colors. Any suggestions? Oh! I think green. Mark says green. I do green. Let's see. I think I actually have a there's turquoise. I think there's actually a malachite in here. Irish green. Let's see, what's this? Grub green. I don't think that's quite right. Oh my goodness. Toxic green. No. Oops. Venom. What does that one look like? Oh, there's a lot of blue in that. Actually, that's not bad. I think I am going to use that. Because malachite, I don't know if you guys... Now I think my stone is malachite. Listen to me. Malachite has, generally it has dark black bands in it. So if you're looking at it from a distance, it looks like a very dark green or a bluish green. So I'm just going to go in here Make a nice little outline on the dark side over here. There we go. Leave a little bit of a lighter spot in there. I think it looks cool like that. And I think I'm going to use, and yeah, I'm picky. Darker green, like, what's this? Oh, Fang green. Let's see what that one looks like. Yep, that's a good one. And I'm going to make like a couple little darker shadows on this guy. Yeah, that'll work. I need my little brush. Okay. And the cards. The cards are going to be, ooh, there's so many cool colors in here. Oh my gosh. This color that I've got right now, it's called Aquarius. And it is kind of a turquoise, dark turquoise color. Oh, heck, I'll go for it. Then I'll hold that up and I'll show you what I'm doing here. Little light layer. I just sharpened it to like this razor sharp point. That's our sliding glass door, by the way. Just razor sharp point. Put an eye out with that thing. How many of you guys watch A Christmas Story every year for Christmas? I do. I'll admit it. Anyway, that's where, I don't know if you guys know that movie. Guilty? Where he's thinking about, he's thinking about handing in his paper where he talks about how he wants the air rifle. And his mom and his teacher are dancing around the classroom going, "You'll shoot your eye out." And it was so, the first time I watched that, I don't know. I laughed my buns off because I just thought that was so funny. My mom was the same way. "No, you can't have that. You'll hurt yourself." Ugh. But that may have been her excuse because we didn't have a lot of money when I was little. So I think Christmas was like the big thing. And that's when we got all the really cool gifts. And we had an old house in downtown Phoenix, which isn't there anymore because they tore it down to make a office building, a 4-story office building. And the house was like built in the 1920s or 30s. It was really cool. Real wood floors and a basement. And the basement is where my father had all his cool stuff, you know, like stuff that he would use for repairs and things like that. He rebuilt car engines, but all that stuff was in the garage and that was outside. So for Christmas, my parents would hide all our presents in the basement. I guess they thought we were too scared to go down there, which was not true. Because me, being the curious person that I have always been, I didn't care about the boogeyman as long as I got to see what my Christmas presents were going to be. Anyway, yeah. One time my father took me down there because I was looking at a National Geographic, and the National Geographic article was about mercury. It was about liquid mercury, the metal. And I was like, wow, you know, and I started talking to my father about this mercury and how it was really interesting that it was an actual metal, but it was liquid. And he goes, oh, are you interested in seeing it close up? Hey, Sue. Yeah, what is it? Out of frame? Oh, crap. I'm sorry. For crying out loud. Oh, good night, Pickle. Sleep well. I hope you sleep well anyway. So, anyway, what happened was he had broken a thermometer and the mercury was still on it was like a shelf that was built into the side of the wall. So it was kind of brick, like a brick shelf, like a step almost. And it was high, so he had to lift me up. But he showed me the liquid mercury, and that was so cool. I mean, I was just totally fascinated because he was using a pencil and he was pushing it around. Yes, Sue. Yes. Purple. And this is amethyst. Bread and butter. A little crumbly. I think it's just because the point is so pointy. There we go. I'm not going to do the edges of the cards in purple. I'm going to do them in that gold color because I want them to look like they're gilded. I just love it when tarot cards are gilded. I have about, oh my gosh, 20 different tarot decks. And most of them I collect because of the artwork that's on them. And sometimes the artwork is just amazing. But yeah, maybe I should do a review of a tarot deck on my channel. That would be kind of neat. There we go. Oops. Sorry. Joe Beth, have you ever been to New Orleans? No, I have not. I want to go, but not during Mardi Gras. Although I would love to go during Mardi Gras, I don't want to wait in line for a bathroom for 2.5 hours. But yeah, I would love to go. I absolutely, that's like on my bucket list. That and Salem, Massachusetts, and Ireland. I don't have a really extensive bucket list, but those places I definitely want to go. I want to go see Giant's Causeway in Ireland. And a few other things, because that's actually my heritage. I'm very much Irish, and one of my ancestors was named Anna Kavanagh. My brother printed up a genealogy, so it was really, hey, Charlotte, how are you? So, and he, let's see, where did that gold go? Anyway, yeah, he sent me a copy of it, and I thought it was really, really interesting because I'm actually distantly related to historical character Braveheart. What's that guy's name? I can't remember. Anyway, so yeah, I'm related to distantly related to him, like really distantly. Let's see. I think gold. Hey, is Emily still in chat? I don't know how to find that out except for to say, hey, Emily. Dark tan. Hey, there's a dark tan in there. Surprise. Olive mud. Olive gold. That's cool. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this very thin gold metallic. And I'm going to do the sides of the cards just barely, just a little, just enough to make it look different than what it looks like now. Oops. There we go. Because I don't want it to look really drastically gold. I just want it to look very subdued. And I think when I go back in to do my darker shadows and I'm using pens at the very last, I'm going to put some lines on there so it actually looks like there's the separation between some of the cards. Okay. So that'll work. Now, I've got a candle down here. I think I'm going to do that candle in red. So I want to do, let's see, what is this? Burgundy. That's brown. Red. That's a nice, let's see, it says blood red. That's a nice bright red. I'm going to need something darker to even it out a little bit. It's this one. Ladybug. That's also a nice bright red. This one's darker. So let's see. Red. Charlotte, this is by Enys Guerrero. You can find this in her. I can't zoom down, but I can hold this up. Which part did you want to see? But you can go at the title. Okay. That's okay. I don't mind answering. What do you want to see, Sue? Yeah, I can't really zoom. My camera doesn't do that, but I can always lift up the page. It's no problem whatsoever. So we've got this, but I need a darker one, a darker red or something reddish that's dark. Which would be, let's see, what is this? That's black. Sometimes I can't tell just by looking. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. Grape. Flat black. Which is kind of cool. Burgundy. You know, I think I saw something over here. Cinnamon. Cinnamon. Is that dark enough? Let's see here. Let's put them side by side. No, the value is pretty much the same. So let's try Tuscan red. Let's see if that's darker. That'll work. So I've got Celine. Now she's trying to get into the cabinet under the sink. So I've got my very thin Tuscan red. I'm going to use that for my shadows on my candle. The artist put in a bunch of shadows here, so I don't really have to think about it. So that's cool. See, Emily is live now. Holy crap. I didn't get a notification. Oh, look, there it is. Oh, for heaven's sake. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this short because she was scheduled to be on, and I don't want to interrupt anybody else's live stream. I didn't realize that she was going to be on, or I would never have been on for this long. So I apologize, and I may come back on later on tonight. I don't know. It's Friday, so nobody has to get up early. She's early. 9/8/23. Really? Oh crap. Well, is it just a reminder, or is it? Let me see if I can figure this out. Oh, since she just went live 2 minutes ago? Yeah. Well, dang it. Oh, Emily, thank goodness. Hi there. You'll be at 8:30. Okay, all right. Because I wanted to be there for that. So you guys, I'm going to thank you, Emily. I wanted to join your stream. So yeah, the starting screen. Okay. No, Emily, I really don't want to overlap because I actually did want to attend your stream. And I don't want people to have to choose. And I wasn't scheduled for tonight. I just went on because I was sitting here coloring and, you know, that thing. So you guys, I apologize for the abruptness of this. I am going to end my live stream and I'm going to go visit Emily. And hopefully, if I feel good enough and I'm not just totally wasted tired when her stream's over, I'll come back on if nobody else is on. So, okay, Pat, that's cool. And I may color more on this, but I don't know because I really wanted to color along with Emily. So we'll see what happens. But um, I hope that if I come on later, some of you guys can come and visit and chat and stuff. So maybe it's a date for Friday night, okay? So anyway, we're gonna end the stream here, and I hope you guys all understand. And thank you. And I will, like I said, since a lot of people aren't streaming right now during the week regularly. Oh no, Sue, I hope everything's okay. Take care, lady. Anyway, but since there aren't a lot of since there aren't a lot of people on the regular schedule right now because people are taking vacations or hiatus or whatever, I will try and do impromptu live streams a little bit more often because I mean, I can be okay with that most of the time as long as my health holds and I don't have to do any emergency stuff. I can do that. So, okay, I'm going to go. And I thank you all. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up and for coming on over and making my evening interesting and fun. Okay? Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.